Testing. Testing. Not really. I am running a little test here to see how the laptop's working today, but I have a feeling it's going to work. So this is something radically new I just thought of to challenge myself, making things a little harder by, just coming down here, press and record, standing my silly self right in front, because I dried off from my TikTok experience, and then let it roll. I got to get the mouth working and talking again, because the summer's over. But fall is awesome. Nothing like fall down here, especially October. And I say that not because it's my birthday month, because it's the best month. There is nothing like Fridays in October, around here anyway. Air is crisp, leaves are cool. There's just something about the smell in the air. I can think clearer, and more peaceful with myself, even though I'm going to turn 49. 49. I'm going. Shooting for at least 180. And it's possible. Do you know, I was watching, all right, people, I'm going to give you a little blast into my ancient alien expertise that I've been watching. Some shit that blows my mind. I was just watching, because it's on tonight, and I think it was called the Majestic 12 or something. It was a group put together, I think, in the 50s, separate. No, they were, I think, the forerunners of Project Blue Book. And I just had it on. I was recording it, but I was making something to eat for dinner. Well, really, turkey and cheese on whole wheat bread with some pepper. That's my dinner. Some water and iced tea. But I was listening. They were showing government documents, right? There was a manual on how to deal with. It was EBEs for extraterrestrial entities or something like that. Yeah, extraterrestrial beings and entities, right? Wow. So they blow it up, the small print, and it was talking about meeting, how the rules for meeting up with them, and so it will be, you will meet the EBEs at a joint mutual location both parties agree on. So I'm butchering it up, but it was just on the Majestic 12, and it was tripped me out. They have so much stuff, and they were talking about this technology that they're rumored to have somewhere in under some base, and the thing was called the Montauk chair, and it was rumored extraterrestrial technology or something doing it, but they were saying they were doing experiments, and in the same show, there was one witness who, said to, I don't know, they had his fucking writing, but the guy said he was in the facility, and they had one, live alien being entity captured, and the guy said, he saw it, and it kind of had features like us, but much bigger head, and the thing telepathically communicated to the guy behind the door. And if they were doing tests on them or something, it's just wild. But the things they were saying they were possibly developing or working on was, psychokinesis, I think. Forget the big words. Thought technology, where people would think, for example, a cup or something simple, and it would manifest, and more. And so, like, it's really fucking cool. You have to check it out. And I feel that we're on the edge. Something is going to happen soon. Disclosure or something, definitely in our lifetime. I feel there's been a big, like, kind of shift in everything. Let's see. All right, what else I got that my little obsession with the aliens and all that stuff out. I have like 30, 40 episodes already that I haven't even watched. But all right, enough of the alien stuff. So this is kind of like a journal entry, talking, spoken thing just to get me in the back. But I got to bring myself up to speed. And what is new in the boy's life? Well, primary thing is the acquisition of the right little lady for me. I have a girlfriend, and things are awesome. It's cool, and I'm watching myself. I'm not going to sabotage myself with this relationship like I have every single other relationship I've ever had, including my marriage. So I've finally grown up at 48, going to be 49 next less than a month. And it's work that I don't mind doing at all, because I get so much out of it, from her, and it's been a short amount of time. Okay, I get like that because sometimes what I'm thinking about to say, like, up next on deck thought, sometimes jumps in the back of the line, and I go, "Hey, what up, Tibbet?" And it'll come back, And I think this is I know this is a result of way too much information in my head all the time, way too much. So I'm working on filtering that out. But here's I didn't even introduce myself yet, did I? Well, you guessed who I am, right? Jason Mowad. If any of the people from TikTok who may have came over to YouTube and subscribed, so a couple of them, thank you. I did TikTok before. I did about 15 minutes. No, about 15 videos, maybe 10 yesterday too. It's a lot of fun. But I had been putting off the talking because I have like a bridge, the teeth on the right side. You can probably see the big hole on the side. The teeth. You drive a truck through it. I was using that kind of as a lame-ass excuse to not doing any of these talking videos till it gets fixed. Until I stopped losing the dentist fucking paperwork and the stuff. I went to the first one, and now you got to go to the surgeon, take these antibiotics, which I didn't take today, even though where they are. And then call Monday and go and get it started, get it fixed. And that was last Monday, and I didn't do it. But I'm going to do it this week. Do all my shit this week that I have to do. But TikTok was a lot of fun. I had my best numbered video, most. Why did I put this shirt on when I knew it was still wet with sweat? Because I was hoping it would be dry because it's very comfortable. one of my shirts from combatives. I'm going to take the partially wet shirt off. I'm not going to throw it in aggravation because I'm trying not to do that stuff anymore. There's a lot of things I'm trying to change personally about myself. Oh, first, also I want to say too today, happy birthday to my beautiful, great, smart, loving, caring, firstborn daughter, Brielle. Happy birthday, number 20. Can't wait to see you. Maybe sometime this week. Come down there. And Haley too. So I've realized since I've been, seeing this woman, my girlfriend, Natasha, hard for me to speak without this. You hear, but I can jam it back in there, but it just keeps popping out. But the good thing about doing that, it forces me to talk slower, to talk calmer, to talk lower, to not be so intense, so burning and compulsive, intense, right? I never paid attention to that at all. Like my whole life, I never really paid attention to it. And I look back now and see as I was getting older and more frustrated and disgusted with things and everything collapsing on me at different times, that I would just get worse and worse and meaner and not care. And colder in the head and not care. And this kind of makes me into a psychomaniac that nobody can deal with. People make excuses to go away, and I mean that's not cool. And this, my girlfriend, it became very clear to me with her because I obviously care, and I noticed that the way we took, she's not, she's like, like very, I'm like, but I don't mean that in a yelling way. It's just unrestrained, uncontrolled jackass. And also, I would feed her and everyone else a lot of these short-clipped, abbreviated sentence ideas that are open-ended, and the way I deliver it is like a judge or a fucking lawyer or something, like, more aggressive, so oh, so you're going to go there, right? What are you going to do when you get there? For example. And I don't mean that in a sarcastic way at all. It sounds like I'm grilling you, or, so I have to fix that, and I'm working on it, and it's hard. It's hard because I'm so hyper. I have so much energy all the time and stuff. I'm usually so explosive. And I've never tried to restrain it in my speech. And now I'm trying to, like right now. And just the very act of slowing down, and talking calmer is work, takes energy for me to do that. Just like sitting still. I'm not meditating. Takes work, but I have to, because it doesn't matter. I realize it doesn't matter if my intentions are opposite of how my speech comes out or at people. That doesn't matter. They don't know that. Shit, if I know it, I'm even if my message is 100% correct, if it hits you in the face like a bat, that's no good, And then But I see how they're linked directly, the manner of speech, like I said before, the volume, the speed, the intensity, and all of that. And then coupled with whatever kind of expression, is on my face or whatever. And now I'm really trying to do that. So the teeth bridge thing that keeps falling out, I realized yesterday I can use that as a tool to break this habit. It's like a wild horse thing. Like I got to break it to go talk slow, talk like this, and this feels very abnormal to me. It's very constrictive and restraining to me to talk like this. I feel like something's wrong. Like, what are you doing, Jay? I'm trying to fucking speak a sentence calmly, and it's a lot of fucking work. So yeah, so there you have it. So there's that. What else? There was a bunch of things else. Yes, I last night I did a TikTok video, or I did several, and then like 4 hours later, I went and looked at them to see how they were doing the views and stuff, and I got my highest views ever yet. This and YouTube is one 1 minute TikTok video. In the 4 hours, it went up. It was like 2,100 views. Last night. Now it's up over 3,000, I think. And that gave me a lot of, fine. Anyway, you don't care. Who cares? Well, this was, like I said, it's kind of a journal / little talking thing. And then again, I don't even know how it's going to go with the laptop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk till I hit the 20-minute mark. Then I'm going to stop and check it and go from there. Okay. So being in the relationship world versus the isolated single world is really, really different. And like, finally, for once, I found something good, better than good for me. Actually, we're twin flames, believe it or not. And it's intense. I don't know if any of y'all know about that. Probably only the twin flames in the world know about it, and everyone else is scoffing at it and jealous or something. I don't know, but this shit is intense. I mean, it's just hard to be apart from the person. It really is. But when you're with them, it's great. And also, I see how I'm all of my rhetoric in the past. Once going alone, stay alone. Alone is better than being with people and all that. For a big part of it is true, but me, it was a kind of a covering lie, I guess. That I'm trying to cover the fact that back then, like I really want to connect with somebody and I just can't. So I got to put it down. I got to put it beneath me. I got to stomp on them. I got to make fun of them. And then I have to illuminate my trail, which at the time was solo, alone, one by myself, do everything by myself all the time. Never ever have anyone to talk to. And it sucked, wow. And that's why I'm not going, like I said before, I'm really, really watching myself, and I'm not going to do that. But all right, there was, ow, fuck. Yeah, I get these pains sometimes in like different parts of my body. Like that one was just in my foot, my toe kind of, and then I'll get them maybe in my calf, or like over here somewhere, and it's just like out of nowhere, it's just like a hot knife or something into me, twisting it or hitting it, and then it goes away. Hurts, goes away. You know what? I'm going to stop now because it's at the 20-minute mark. Again, I don't know what speed their laptop is recording this in. That's why I haven't really diving into it real. I just came down here with a fresh head, nothing planned or nothing to see what I can do under here. But I have to put it up. Otherwise, the exercise doesn't work. It doesn't carry any weight for me when I want to use that strategy on this or other things in the world. You got to follow through on yourself, the penalties or whatever you put for yourself. So before I did it, I said, okay, haven't done a talking video, pure talking only, no dancing in a long, long, long time, at least several hundred years. And I keep putting it off for one reason or another. No, not today. Today was, you're doing it. You're not going to try and think of stuff for a show, because then I'll take a long time for that and weasel out of it. No, I'm going to go in front, press record, and when it's done, 20 minutes, check it. If it's the right speed, I'm going to upload it, think of a title, and put it up there. Because you can't allow yourself a chance to double check and go for this perfection bullshit, because it's like the enemy in disguise. You can't ever get it perfect, and all you end up doing is wasting time, money, effort, energy, frustration, trying to reach the perfect mark with everything. And it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. With that, other versus with the chips fall where they may concept, if you will. So I've got to break myself out of this shit, and I did a good job today. I fucked up my hair. I was bored before, so I just thought I'm just gonna buzz it a little bit, and I started getting creative, and the next thing you know, and I fucking. But it's only hair; it'll grow back. And that's the last thing I'm going to talk about. I've noticed 2 really lately in the past week or so. I've been paying attention, because from the speech and the talking and trying to, control it, I'm going to go to the girl's family and start, I'm sick of being like that. But again, it's definitely true. What you say, how you say it, the intention you say it with, and the intensity or lack of, I really believe not only does it color, the present, whatever you're doing, but it's also, then that kind of becomes you and vice versa, and you get kind of mixed up in it, and it's just this, hopefully you get it right, but I doubt it, people don't, and including me, and, I'm trying to cut down on the cursing and shit too, because I just heard myself on one of the videos. I was like, oh, it's awful. Shut that fucking guy up, man. It was me. I was like, fucking curse. Like, do I have anything else to say? Or am I just cursing because I don't have anything to say, and just being profane, belligerent idiot for nothing. And so that's done. So watch, less curses. But I really believe that when I keep following this thing, disciplined on the speech, on the controlled delivery, a little bit slower, a little bit lower, a little bit calmer, a little bit easier, then that will kind of, I'm hoping will, when it kicks in after the habit formed, where it will grow, a bit part of me and become part of like calm the rest of my personality down. Kind of like, I think the words and stuff you talk about and how you talk, all that kind of colors, is a direct color linked to what your insides are, or what your person is about. And so now it's 24 minutes. Thank you. I appreciate your time. I didn't introduce myself. No, I think I did before. Jason Mowad, I'll do it again anyway. Thank you. And I would appreciate some people to subscribe, because I found out, YouTube doesn't do the thing anymore where they announce the videos that, like, when people put out their videos, and they used to like send it to all the subscribers. I don't think they're doing that anymore. In fact, I read that some email they sent me. So that's changed. So So by subscribing, you can get all of my little funny, witty takes or video, whatever, on there. So, and if you don't want to, that's cool too. All right. Have fun, my friends. Wuss.